Thursday, and let's see. November 29th is the day. We are just a handful of days past Thanksgiving and a handful of days before Christmas, and it's a beautiful time of year. And what was on my mind this morning was just how much I've noticed in the few short days since Thanksgiving. It's kind of like when Thanksgiving comes and goes, there's this switch that gets flipped, and not only is it suddenly okay for there to be Christmas lights and decorations and advertisements and such, but um, in addition to that, there seems to start to be this pressure that so many of us put on our shoulders around the experience that we provide for the holidays. Now, I'm a huge proponent for experience. I think that the greatest gift we can give to ourselves, to each other, to have together would be experiences more than things. So I'm really big on trying to create experiences with and for those that I love. That being said, I think that a lot of people, especially those of us that have children, we kind of rack our brains and um, put too much pressure on ourselves to try to create kind of the perfect experiences all the time. Hey, Teresa. Oh, Mama's on. Hey, Mama. My beautiful Mama, NBM. Um, and so what made this bubble up for me is I heard two of the moms at Tyler's school. I overheard them talking about the whole elf on the shelf thing. And it was just the madness around and the headache it was creating around, trying to create the right strategy and remembering to, if there are any children watching, make them leave the room. To make sure the magic, continued to live on and that they remembered to move the elf. And then one mom was saying, but I have two kids, and so now I need to get two elves, and just it's just that ended up being this big thing about this, what should be a light thing that was only, created for an opportunity to create a magical experience for children, and so many things I think are like that. Everything from, how we decorate our houses to the meals we create and the trees that we decorate, the presents we buy, all things that we're doing from a good place. But I think we start to give them so much importance that, number one, it starts to become almost a competitive thing, which is crazy. This time of year is meant to be, a celebration. We are moving quickly toward the day that we get to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And yet we're worried about if the stockings are straight, and if the tree looks as good as the neighbors, or my house lights are straight, or if I'm going to have time to put up house lights. So, I just wanted to put out the message today of just this time of year, and honestly, any time of year, just go easier on yourselves. I've witnessed way too much the scenario of people putting pressure on themselves, of feeling like they have to get so much done. I'll be the first to say it's okay to go buy some cookies, take them out of the package, put them on a plate and cover them with cellophane and take them in if they're asking for home baked goods. I mean, whatever you need to do to lighten your load a little bit. I'm just inviting you to and encouraging you to find the paths of least resistance whenever possible, just to create a bit more ease. Because if you don't, then this short season of the year is going to fly by you so quickly, and you'll find yourself in such a stressed state the entire time that when you look back, it's going to be hard to find those moments that you feel such a strong appreciation for. So let's see if this year, instead of looking through social media and seeing all the beauty that others are creating and then beating ourselves up for not creating it as well, how about we just say, whatever it is I'm doing is enough? Because whatever it is you're doing is enough, and it doesn't it doesn't require an awful lot to create beautiful traditions for our family, for our friends, for our children. I mean, I was telling Tyler just the other day, because we're getting ready to move. And so I didn't want to put out a big tree, because we're actually moving on December 20th, 5 days before Christmas. So it's a pretty crazy, hectic time, and honestly a silly time to move, but it's how it worked out. And so he really wanted to put up the big tree. And I thought, oh, if we put up the big tree, it's just going to be up for a couple of weeks. Then we have to figure out how to move it to the other house. And so I had a 4-foot tabletop tree. And I said, honey, this is the one that we're going to put out. And we have some mini decorations. We decorated it together. And as we did, and at first, of course, he didn't want to do it because that would be boring. But then I insisted. I said, this is something that when I grew up, I always used to help my mommy decorate the tree. We always used to do it together. And I want us to do it together. And so he kind of begrudgingly, he's like, okay, fine. And then as soon as we started putting on the garland, I said, because my mom taught me the garland goes on first so that it doesn't cover up the ornaments. And so we're putting on the garland. And from the very first time we got the garland around, he started giggling and getting excited. He's like, this really is fun. And it kind of shocked me. And I'm like, oh, good. It is fun, because we're doing something together in celebration of the season. And as long as I assured him that even without a larger tree, Santa will still come. And in fact, with no tree at all, Santa will still come. Because that's, of course, what's on his 6-year-old mind. It just, the magic was able to bubble up again. And maybe next week I'll film from our living room so I can show you our little creation. But and then I started telling him stories about how, we used to, as kids, we used to make the garland from popcorn, and how my mom always liked to finish off the trees with little icicles. And, so it just reminded me that children don't need these big, extravagant things to create beautiful, magical traditions. And I just want to encourage you to just go easy on yourself, to not feel like you have to be perfect and, put on extra capes to be even more of a superhero than ever, just because it's this time of year. Even if in all the years past, you always, put out the tree, did decorations, lights on the house, baked this, baked that, cooked this, cooked that, see where you can take a step back and lighten up a bit so that you can find a way to experience this season, not only celebrating what it's really meant to celebrate, but also appreciating just all of the time and experiences that we can have with the people that we care about, because that's what we remember. That's what makes us feel good. That's what makes others feel the most good. It's just that special time that we get to have together. So I cannot encourage you enough to have fun. Have fun. I could have labeled this one by that title as well. Just have fun with this season. Have fun with this season. I want us to remember what it's all about, and to remember that, this is a tremendous opportunity to just share time and love and appreciation with each other. It really is a magical time of year. And I hate seeing it choked to death and bogged down with stress and pressure of, buying the perfect gift and having the perfect decorations and all that stuff. It's just crazy making. And, I've certainly been there. I think we've all been there, especially, if you're on Facebook or Instagram and people are posting pictures. Remember, when people are typically posting on social media, 99% of the time, they're posting the outward picture of what they want the world to see. That's not the whole picture. We all are going through life. We are all going through contrast and challenges. And, there is no such thing as a life without contrast. And so never look at someone else's, finished product, that picture they're putting out to the world, thinking their life is perfect, or their life is better than mine, or they're so lucky, they're luckier than us, whatever. It's never the case. What you're not seeing is what we call the B-roll, the behind the scenes. I promise you there's behind the scenes in everyone's life where they're facing challenges too. It's part of the human experience. And that's part of why I think this is such a beautiful time of year to really celebrate coming together, human to human, loved one to loved one, and see if you can find places that aren't so filled with the stress of getting things done, and instead let them be filled with just the presence of your loved ones, and just doing fun little things. You know, I thought this year I was going to decorate the house, like the outside of the house and everything, and in the end I got one little kind of decorative hanger and it's really cute. It says "Bring on the joy." I am going to put that on the front gate and I am going to check the box. Done. That and our little 4-foot tree, and I feel good about that. You know, I want to get down to what the season is really about, and so anyway, that's just what I had on my heart to share with you today. So if you have been feeling the pressure, you know, with the Black Friday sales and the Cyber Monday sales and the, oh, it's after Thanksgiving, got to get this done, decorate the house, put up the tree, start baking the cookies and all the special things that are being expected of you, just remember that the only one that can create boundaries is you. The only one that can say no to driving yourself to crazy town is you. You have to be the guardian of your energy, and it is up to you to make the decisions for you and, you know, those that you nurture, to ensure that this season is one that is just filled with celebration and love, as opposed to stress and wishing it were different. You know, let it be as it is. You are enough. Whatever it is you're doing is enough. Whether you have a tree up or not, it's fine. Whether or not you bake cookies or not, who cares? It's okay, you know? Whether you have lights on the front of your house or not, it's okay. That's not what this time of year is about. So enjoy what this time of year is about. Hug your loved ones, hug them tight, laugh with them, read the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas daily, maybe just for fun. I've got the book out. We're going to start reading it. Trying to get Tyler excited about it. We'll see. Maybe once I start reading it, he'll get into it. But just find those moments of togetherness and soak them in, because those will be the memories. Those are the memories that I carry from my childhood. So thank you, Mama, for that. I don't remember if we ever put lights on the front of our house. I don't think so. I don't care. I just remember decorating the tree and having fun, and yeah, we did bake some cookies. That was fun too. But just think of the things that will be fun, not stressful. Lighten your load. Go easy on yourself. This is a time of year that is to be celebrated and to be really memorialized with your loved ones. So that's what I have for you today. So with that, I am going to give you back to the rest of your day so that you can enjoy it, hopefully even some downtime. Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't it be lovely if every single day you intentionally scheduled just 5 or 10 minutes of downtime, whether it be for a bath or reading a book or listening to some music or taking a walk? Maybe that could help lighten the load. So enjoy the rest of your day. I'm wishing you a wonderful, happy Thursday, a Thursday during the most fabulous time of year. And I want you to enjoy every possible moment of it. So until our paths cross again, know that I am wishing you much, much love. Mwah. Happy holidays.